Alright guys, Zachman18 here. Welcome back to the WTZM TV channel ET Superstation. It is time for the next part of our Let's Play of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. We're heading back into the investigation for our third case, Turnabout Serenade. So let's get started. Hey Apollo. What? Actually nothing. I mean something, or maybe not. Out with it. The suspense is giving me an ulcer. Well, you know, the trial today, I was thinking, if you gave it a score, what score would you give it? Score? Gee, I guess I would, or maybe, well, I'm just as bad as you. See, it's so vague. Clearly. Mackie avoided a guilty verdict, which is something, though I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. IPXX 314206, the agent registered under this number was Romain Letus. And the victim, Mr. Letus. Who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? What a mess. We don't have any idea what he was investigating. Well, true, but we know who shot him now. Lamar told the whole court. Wait, that voice just now. It was him, I'm sure of it. That voice I heard talking to Mr. Letus when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him, it was Mr. Darien. It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries. I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around. What, is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will? I wouldn't say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said. Top secret? Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day. And you've got me to help you. We'll be fine. Fine, right. Well, time's a-wasting, as they say. Let's investigate. That's the spirit. Lamar dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darien. Lamar said she's never forgotten the voice, right? That's so cool. I guess. What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what they're called. Somehow I don't think that means what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time. Wrong? Why? I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert. That's right. I was burning up the dance floor at the time. Right. Did you happen to look up on the stage? Maybe a Darien even? You bet I did. He's one of the Gaviniers' guitarists after all. He's so cool. Oh. Right. All the Gaviniers have a rock-solid alibi. He couldn't have shot Mr. Letus backstage. But Lamar heard him, didn't she? She heard Darien backstage, right? Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here. An Interpol agent. I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway? Huh? Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals. Why can't they just call them international police instead of making up some silly name? Yeah, and anyway, you think he was investigating Lamar. What? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal, she couldn't be. Don't be fooled by appearances is all I'm saying. But remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a palm coin at 50 paces. If only it were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something. I wonder if it was something that has something to do with something. That something being our case. The last something, I mean. Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What was Mr. Letus up to? Ah ha. Trucy, was that another one of your tricks? It wasn't me. I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that. Who is this guy? Whenever the mundane gives way to miracles, a word is with grammar. Hey, the other day. Ah! Who's there? I like this music. We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. We meet again. Nice to meet you. Who are you? Could you please stop smirking like that? It's you, Uncle Valent. Uncle Valent? He's your uncle? No, silly. It's the great Grammary Valent Grammary. I don't know. The Grand Magician. Yes, it is I, the great Valent Grammary. As seen on television. And could you please stop smirking like that? It's been a while, Miss Lucy, 7 years to be exact. My, how you've grown. Good to see you again, Uncle Valent. You look exactly the same. I hate to intrude, but what is a great magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me, so be quick with your questions. And do not quail or quake or quiver, I am quite plain. Though my stardom may seal the sight, I'm quite down to earth when need calls. He does have a certain aura to him, it's true. Let's ask him about the case, Apollo. His aura sure isn't lost on our magician in the making. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm. After all, Uncle Valent's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle. What? Daddy? You mean Mr. Wright? No, I mean, my real daddy. Trucy's real father? See, I knew she was adopted. Wait, Apollo. Don't tell me you don't know about Troop Grammari. Troop Grammari? No. But it does sound kind of familiar. Oh, I lost life, lamentably listless lad. Do not know the greatest troop of magicians on the planet. Valiant Grammari, the name began to surface in my mind. It was a name I had heard on television as a child. You bet you've heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from a safe, and then escaped from a high-security prison. You said he's a magician? I opened a lot to hearts chained by mediocrity. This is the true miracle of Troop Grammari. Wait. What, Apollo? I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else, like a duo? A duo? Yeah, you had a partner. Something Grammari. Yes, Zach Grammari. A master hey, there we go. Master maker of magic, a capable crafter of shining showmanship. Huh? Why is everyone so quiet? Daddy. Daddy? Huh? Oh, no way. Once upon a time, the Troop Grammari included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Valiant Grammari, and my partner, Zach Grammari. And Zach was... He was my real daddy. Trucy's father, a magician. I guess it makes sense. I had no idea. There wasn't much point in talking about it, not now that he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I've got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo. Glad that I'm good for comic relief at least. Not that I see daddy around much these days. I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons? 2 in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy. You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valiant. I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at the Colosseum, the first time in 7 years, I could fain contain my emotions. I wept oceans. And to learn you not defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. 'Twas a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did. Well, it wasn't all my doing. I'm his defense attorney, actually. My other reason for coming here today was this. That's a videotape. Quite so, a recording of the concert, no less. I brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Troop Grammari. Will you watch it? Wow, it's almost as good as it was live. So what's the word? Mysterious? There are more mysterious things in our song going on. Way more mysterious. Ha ha. This Valiant Grammari has good reason to be here today, but I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. Maybe we can show him we can learn why he was there by showing him the tape itself and learn more about it. So I was wondering, that stunt in the middle of the song there. I didn't see a stunt. What about Lamore vanishing and reappearing? Oh, that. I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen I didn't even notice. So young to be jaded. A simple sleight of hand, a petite prestidigitation. A modest sum of magic from me to you. So that's why you were at the concert? Yes. I was there to watch my colleague take to the air. So you're the one who knows how it was all done. Of course, I am like a deity with the stage as my domain. I suffer no mystery upon those floodlit boards, not grasped tightly twixt my fingers. There's a potent flammable power I possess. Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done? Hey now. Juicy? That's like totally against the rules, Apollo. Not during a murder investigation, it's not. Must learn from my illusions are mine alone, Monsieur. Also what? Recall that this terrible occurrence happened later, well after my illusion entered the audience. Oh, don't even ask, I won't answer. Too bad for you, Apollo. Whose side are you on? I balance Glomaria now make my leave, Miss Trucy. There's no need to rush, Uncle Balin. You should stay a while. I'm afraid I cannot. I may not. I shall not. I have been asked to assist with an analysis, and so I shall sink back to the scene. So you'll be at the concert venue today? Correct. If you would call on me, come to the Coliseum. See you later, Crocodile. With a whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked out through the door, normally. Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking. Right. Valiant Grimoire. I've got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, the bit of magic that made Lemoire disappear, and how he knows Trucy and her real father. Alright, let's go. Where are we going? Detention Center and Sunshine Coliseum? Let's go to the Detention Center first. Mackie may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. Oh, sorry, that was him. But they don't have any decisive evidence. Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room. Right, the air vent. And he lied. Lied? Mackie Tobey can see. Ah, Mackie. Speak of the devil. He looks like he's doing okay. I forget, why did we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo. It's kind of hard to build a court case on feelings, but since we're here anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest. If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen. I think she's actually worried for me. Are you seriously talking to him right now? So, what did you think of the trial today? Whew, I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial. Hey, all is well that ends well. You have to be more goal-oriented. If he's not guilty, we win. No, if he's innocent, we win. Mackie might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do. Huh? Uh-oh. My ring went off. I'm glad Lemoire testified. What a great person. She even got Mackie off the hook by naming another suspect. Darn the Gaviniers, the detective. I wonder if Mackie knows what happened. Huh? I mean, if he could follow how the trial went at all. If no one told him there was a new suspect, how would he know? Hey. What is it, Apollo? No, it's nothing. I must be imagining it. Imagining what, Apollo? It's just I couldn't help but feel that. I don't know. Mackie, he doesn't understand what we're saying, right? How could he? He's a young Borghini and he doesn't speak English. Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him. Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning. Or it's scared because you keep making those I am so mad faces. Was I that bad? Mackie lied about not being able to see, but what if that's not at all he lied about? If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him. I think it'll take something big to get to him. Some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Mackie. So, Mackie, you can see, right? Mackie can see and Lemoire can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo, I don't think we're going to get any information out of Mackie, which makes sense. Yeah, I guess it does. Well, that was a waste of our time. Back to the right agency, and let's go to the Sunshine Coliseum. Alright. Whoa, what a great day. It's perfect weather for sleuthing. The weather matters for investigation. Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days? Sure, let's get started, shall we? Right on. Show us your stuff, Apollo. What stuff? Your voice training. This is the perfect place for it. I did enough at home, thanks. Ah, there's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I'm a lawyer. Then you're in luck, because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout objection? Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. Alright. Backstage hallway. Our next stop in our tour. Oh, Lemoire. Ah, Mr. Attorney. Lemoire, I'm sorry about today. There's nothing you need to apologize for. You are merely defending Mackie. Are you okay? Alone, I mean? Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by, though it does make being a witness rather difficult. Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we spotted you just now, and we weren't even talking. I heard your footsteps several times the day before. Oh, you must have great ears. Ears that heard the crime taking place, or so she claimed yesterday, but how? That was quite a statement you made today in court, about hearing Darian Crescent's voice at the scene of the crime. I did not note his name, but I never forget a voice. Wait.
Lamar, is something the matter?
That voice just now. It was him, I am sure of it.
No way.
As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That is when I heard his voice. I'm guessing Darian and Mr. Letus were talking about something. The next moment I heard those gunshots.
Why didn't you call security?
To be honest, though, the noise was quite frightening. I never imagined the gunshots might be real, and I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once. So it really was Darian's voice that she heard.
Yeah. At least she certainly thinks it was.
I met Mackie before my debut as Lamar. I was singing in a restaurant in Borginia, and he was playing the piano.
He was playing the piano?
Yes, he was very kind to me when he learned I could not see.
Is that when you started playing opposites?
With Mackie,
pretending that he couldn't see.
Ah, no, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut, after I became known as the landscape painter in sound. It must have been tough for Mackie, pretending he couldn't see and all the while acting as your eyes. We held hands always. He would write with his finger on my palm to sing to me things I should know. He is a smart, gentle boy.
I think I see what she's getting at. Mackie would never harm a soul. About Mr. Letus.
Ah, yes, he was an Interpol agent, I hear.
So you had no idea?
Of course not, no one did. I guess that's what it means to be undercover.
But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was.
Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand.
You have no idea?
I can only assume that he was investigating me, but why?
What makes you think that?
Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory.
Clouded, right.
The darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart.
In your heart?
I had no memory of the time before I became Lamar. I awoke from darkness into darkness, you might say. I was singing in a restaurant those days.
What was it that she said about not being able to remember the light?
I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past, or everything before becoming Lamar is lost to me. But I don't think you... I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me?
Do you think your past might be related to this case?
No way, that seems really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lamar. I thank you. Mackie too tells me this often when I fear who I might have been.
Alright, so can we show her something maybe? What new evidence has she not seen yet? She hasn't seen the videotape yet. We took a look at your performance again. It was even better than the second time.
Thank you. That reminds me, that was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? When you teleported from one stage to the other, remember? Ah, yes. Apparently, they hired a professional magician.
Dallin Grimoire. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done?
I'm afraid I cannot. Mr. Grimoire made me swear to never tell a soul.
I was afraid of that.
Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know. I am reminded that I wish to speak to you about something.
Yes?
When I was walking this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was lying on the floor.
Device? Maybe you mean this?
That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. Might I touch it? I thought as much.
What? What did you think?
This is one of our headsets. Everyone on staff wears one during a concert.
I wonder whose this is.
We use it for communication. It would be quite inconvenient should it go missing.
We'll hold on to it for you then. We'll give it to Prosecutor Gavin when we see him.
Yes, that's best. Thank you.
So that could be Crescent's headset.
So can I put it on?
That might be Darian's.
Attached. I'm not some kind of robot, Apollo.
Everyone on staff is wearing one of these headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry. Alright. The earpiece. So the earpiece, let's see what the earpiece says. Receiver transmitter for voice signals, all concert staff or one. Let's see.
10-4 that little buddy. This is Trucy reporting in, over.
Why the sudden silence?
No one answered.
Don't be silly. What good is a receiver that doesn't receive?
That's like Emma not performing forensic investigations.
You make her sound like she's some kind of forensic investigation machine, which is just silly. Unless she's a super high-tech android that runs on snackoos. So now that we went to that, does she know who it is? Does she know whose this is? Can I ask you about this headset, Lamore? You said that all concert staff were wearing one.
That's correct. You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course. And all of the band members, too, I should think.
So Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had them on, too.
They're quite helpful, though limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they're only for use on stage, and a stronger signal would interfere with the sound system.
That makes sense. You think someone would notice if they dropped their only communications lifeline. So why was this one lying here? Okay, so that didn't do anything. We didn't get information. Alright, so we can go to... Alright, we'll go to Gavinier's dressing room. Okay, there's nothing in there. Lamoire's dressing room. Okay. Here we go. Oh my god. Uh-oh, there's only one person I know who can munch with such venom.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever.
Oh, am I supposed to be happy? You give me the second degree in court, and Prosecutor Gavin makes me look like a fool.
You're talking about the bloodstain Mr. Latouche left?
My department chief had a field day with that one. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't...
Oh my god. Okay.
But that bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all.
Now we know that Mr. Latouche is really with Interpol.
We wouldn't have found that out without you. I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished chewing me out. So it was my reward.
Are chocolate snackoos popular down at the precinct or something?
I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again. Be my guest. You're not going to find any clues in here. Though I did find something strange. Something strange? I met my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? How? I mean, think about it. Now you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year.
If only it worked that way.
It just bugs me to think that little kid outsmarted me, and it makes me even more suspicious now that we know he can see. He could have seen the air duct, and he could have shot that revolver. But that's not how it sounded in Lemoire's testimony. You mean you're saying she heard Detective Darian's voice at the scene? That's right. Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country?
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Was that true what you said in court today? You know all about the case? About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics?
The guitar serenade, you mean?
I found the link, you know. First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped keyring was stolen, then Lemoire flew through the air. Then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire, and in the end a bullet took Mr. Latouche's life, and he went up into the sky with the guitar. Well, that 30 feet up at least. It is kind of hard to chalk it up to coincidence. I know, and I found it. You think the same person did all this?
Don't ask me, I didn't do it.
Neither did I. I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway. What? You all think I did it?
Sometimes I worry about that girl.
So what did you find? It's so little I must have passed over it yesterday. I found it under the sofa. What is it? Part of some device, I think. I haven't a clue what. The bit sticking out from the end looked familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out it's an antenna. Ooh, like on a Beetle? Like on a cell phone. This device must use an electronic signal of some sort. An electronic signal, you say?
Okay. Does she know anything about the headset? Do you think you could take a look at this, Emma? Okay, she's busy eating, so let's try going somewhere else. Alright, where have we not been yet? Okay, we haven't been to the stage yet.
That song, isn't that the one Lemoire was singing?
Yeah, you're right. The guitar serenade.
Well, I'd love to do a show on a stage like this.
I come to see that.
The house is full, and as one, the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am singing my ballad, rose petals swirling through the air.
Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician?
Oh, that's right, I was a magician, wasn't I?
Some dedication. Oh, here he is again. Aha, if it isn't Miss Lucy, and indeed it is.
Uncle Valent.
What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility and tasks undertaken. I am inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure naught is amiss, miss.
One more teleportation illusion. Ooh.
Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my troop. As I went about my exacting examination, I happened to notice that piano. And I remembered that fair lady's melancholy melody.
Hey, Apollo, maybe Uncle Valent can shed some light on this whole thing for us. I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. Lemoire's vanishing act was your illusion, right?
Indeed, the purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. At the climax of the song, he said, make her disappear, like a dream. Like a dream. Yet what kind of work was on a stage meant for musical endeavors? There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorcerous acts. It was a challenging task, and so I accepted. She disappeared from the top of the tower. But in order to move, you would have had to use some sort of secret tunnel. People come to me because I am a professional among professionals. My illusions are custom made for a time and a place. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of Troop Kamari are concerned.
So you were here checking up on your trick to make sure it went well.
It went well, it did. Now, speaking of pianos, that piano over there troubles me. It troubles you? Why? Why do you ask why? I think it's probably quicker if I just go check it out myself, thanks.
Alright, so we'll examine the piano in a second here.
I know what you are thinking in that head of yours. Komaria, yes, you say. I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort? Actually, yes, you're right.
Wow, he just read your mind, Apollo.
Or everyone tells him that he made him a good guess. It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. His name was Magnified Gramari. It was he who began the great troupe Gramari. It was prime not that a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV there was. I do have a vague memory of someone like that on TV. Yet several years ago that time came to an end. My troupe pulled a vanishing act, yes. Cries for magic no longer heard, the TV screen a barren waste, stripped of illusion.
That's not true, I still went to all your shows. Like that one in the parking lot down at the supermarket.
When you start playing supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble. The all-know skill at these small venues are always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise up from obscurity on the famed shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic of Gramari, but for my partner. Your partner? You mean... Yes, Zach Gramari, Trucy's father. Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Gramari in show business circles. None. I will see us return to glory, I, Valence Gramari. I found that Magnified Gramari was truly a genius, a worker of miracles.
I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. Now he made that whole jumbo jet go. What happened to the jet again?
Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. Of all the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zack and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valentine and Zack were the shining stars in the Gramari crown.
Cool, huh? And Zack Gramari was my daddy.
Now that my Magnified and Zack are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valent Gramari, who brings the Gramari miracle back to the big stage.
I'm rooting for you.
Miss Trucy, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side.
One skill coming up.
How do you manage to get off the top of the case so quickly all the time? Alright, let's take a look at that piano. Because Valent said that he saw something weird on the piano.
That's one big piano. I've never actually played one.
You should give us your right to teach you sometime.
No good, he can't play either.
I kind of feel bad for the guy now.
Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back, this could be the debut of a prodigy.
Ew! Did you make that noise just now?
Let me try it again. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. Time to take a look under the hood. Huh? Look, this was stuck between the strings. It looks like some kind of switch.
Someone must have thrown this into the piano. Oh boy. That could be something we could show to Emma. I bet she knows something about that. Where was she in? I think she was in... Oh yeah, she was in the crime scene.
Hi, Emma.
Did I show her the videotape too? Let's check the videotape and see if she knows anything about it. Okay. So she won't go for the headset or the videotape. Let's try the switch. Do you think you could take a look at this?
A small device. Looks like a transmitter. A transmitter? You press the switch here and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for, though.
A signal? You mean an electronic signal?
What is it, what is it, Apollo?
Say, Emma, you know that strange object you said you found?
Oh, this?
Let me try pressing the switch.
Ouch! It's on fire! Emma's device is on fire! What's the big idea? Ah!
So maybe that's how Gavin's guitar got set on fire.
Well, now we know what this is, an igniter. This party must work like a lighter. It nearly lit me up, that's for sure.
Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose.
I suppose, at least, we're getting somewhere with this case. Hey, Apollo, let's ask Emma more about this switch, now that she has some first-hand experience.
No, really.
What are you trying to do, burn me alive?
Come on, it was just a few sparks.
Says you weren't the one holding it. There's enough sparks flying around here just with you two talking.
Anyway, now we know this is a remote for an igniter.
Let me see that for a second. Well, this is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak, probably only reaches 30 feet. A transmitter, huh?
Alright, remote trigger.
Incidentally, if you look at a cross-section diagram of the stage area, let's see, 30 feet from Lemoire's dressing room. That covers the backstage completely. It also looks like it would cover the stage.
It kind of seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage. Form diagram.
Guess I'd best be getting on with my investigation.
We'll have to look for more clues elsewhere then.
I feel better just knowing what this thing is now. I'll have to look into igniters a bit more later. Good luck.
I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself.
Sweet. Getting more evidence. Might be almost getting ready for tomorrow. Alright, guess we'll head back.
What, come to laugh at the murderer?
Darian.
That old bag opens her pie hole and wham bam my life goes down the chute, thanks. They won't let me work while I'm a suspect.
Darian isn't in the best of moods, is he?
Not many people are these days, it seems.
It is a crime scene, not exactly the happiest place to hang out.
Then Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound. My alibi's rock solid, rock solid.
So about your alibi.
You have to ask? The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. That's right. The music was blaring when we heard those gunshots. I found Mr. Letouce dead. I've got 10,000 witnesses who saw me too. Right there on that stage.
Your guitar playing was something else.
Thanks, little lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It's Lemoire's fault. She was the one who said that she heard his voice in the moment of the crime. Man, I never even talked to that old windbag. How could she possibly identify me?
They won't let you work.
He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low till the suspicion is cleared. What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud.
Mr. Gavin, a stick in the mud?
He may be look all flashy and showy, but he's as straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You hear him whining the other day? Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board?
And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar.
Ugh, it was you, Darian. He's just a perfectionist is all. Not a bad guy, really.
Well, I think the Gavineers are the best. I have all your albums.
The band's fine, too. Gavin can write a good tune, I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely. The prosecutor's office? I've never been there, have I? The data on the victim should have come in from Interpol. Normally I'd be down there dealing with it. Normally.
Apollo, let's go check it out. I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office.
Maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Right on.
Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. Yeah, screw you too. And tell him I went into that crime scene. We'll be going now. Hey, wait. Yes? What do you really think happened? Really? You don't think I did it, right? Well, great. Way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping. Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself.
He's kind of a jerk. Let's not talk to him anymore, alright?
Detective Darian Crescent. He's one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. Alright, so can we go to the... Oh, here we go, Gavin's office. Popped up right below the right agency. Okay.
So this is it. The Gavineer's head office.
It's not the band's office, it's the prosecutor's office.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing? Object, whatever.
Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone.
Oh well, guess what? I have to come back. Son of a butt. Or we can hide behind that bookshelf real quiet like.
That's eavesdropping.
Why? We'd just be waiting quietly so we didn't notice. What if we heard something scandalous about the band?
She'd make a good reporter for a gossip mag.
What? A replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Lettuce.
Lettuce?
Look, don't talk to me about those Bulgarians, okay? Just give me that report, chop chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? It's times like this when I start to miss Darian.
Huh? Hiya.
Tee. Just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad. How could I be? There's not enough tee in the world, in any case. Have a seat.
Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist.
Watch and learn, Apollo. So who have you come to see? Huh? Clavier, lead vocalist for the Gavineers? Or Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom? What do you think he means, Apollo?
I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go? Oh, I thought we had to choose there for a second.
Ah, that reminds me, did you see the paper today? Yes, I always read the TV section. Good girl. How about you, Half-Forehead? I read the funnies.
Then you will not have seen this.
Concert of Tragedy, the prosecutor's...
Oh, sorry, Concert of Tragedy, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one.
It's not a show, it's an article. News, you know.
Oh, does this have anything to do with the case? Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? It is endless, thanks to the case you made today, of course. Oh, that was all Apollo's idea.
Hey. Is that a newspaper over there too?
Ah yes, the Bulgarian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look.
Thanks, but I can't read Bulgarian.
Oh, that's right. Suffice it to say this is big news over there as well. Though they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics to my song. Probably no one in Bulgaria could believe it. It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. The journalist didn't see the need to mention it.
That makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself.
Lemoire's testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine, which is why I've had Darian step down from the investigation for now. Yeah, we ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum. Lemoire was my invited guest, so it is a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case, quickly if possible. I really love that song. It has such great atmosphere to it.
You covered it with Lemoire, if I remember correctly.
That's right, it was last year. I had gone to tour Bulgaria's legal system as a matter of fact. And that's when you heard Lemoire's voice? It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her to talk with her. So I used my influence, which was not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting. Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout.
I make you sort of a special case, Trucy.
Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote a song right there, backstage. Maki on piano, that dulcet voice, and myself on a guitar that I borrowed from Lemoire. And music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo say. It is a memory I hold dear, and the song we wrote that night was this, and that very guitar is right over there.
You mean this charred lump?
Don't call it a lump, that's a piece of history. And it's only browned, not really charred. No matter, I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have.
What happened during that song anyway? Why did his guitar suddenly catch on fire?
You think you could show it to us? Your charred, slightly burnt guitar?
I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? His guitar's right here. That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this.
That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it? I thought it was one of the staff playing a gag on me. I never guessed that wasn't the end of it. I had a specialist analyze the guitar, incidentally. Oh, did you find anything out? He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. But the results he came up with were intriguing.
Intriguing? How does that guitar tie in everything that went on?
Sounds like something we should ask about. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lemoire. How did it end up here? She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. So this guitar is from Borginia? That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lemoire's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched. See, prosecutors do have a lot of clout.
I still think he's a special case.
Such a valuable guitar, it's too bad it got burned.
Alright, is there anything else? What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar?
That's right, what was that all about? Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It is called the sound hole.
Ah, so that's what it's called.
Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. A broken device? Yes, this, in fact. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now, however, so he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else.
That device looks strangely familiar. Yeah, we have it. Alright, can you examine anything else?
What's that on the plate there?
Is that gum?
Gum.
Maybe he was chewing it with the phone ring, so he put it on the plate for later consumption.
You think a rock star could afford a fresh stick? Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, should I?
What is that?
It looks like a lump of
plastic.
Wait, that phone call. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking, what is this creepy thing? Object, whatever.
Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone.
What? A replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latus.
Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latus?
Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you? Who? Us? I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to.
Hey, you were the one digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter.
To tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is, but apparently it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Latus was after. This lump?
Would you mind telling us what you do know about it?
This was found in Mr. Latus's bag. It's apparently a replica of something.
A replica? It's a small lump about 1.5 inches long.
We analyzed it, but there's not much to say other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was used in the identification of whatever it is a replica of.
You mean whatever Mr. Latus was after?
That seems to be the most logical explanation. Well, what is it? Don't ask me, Pauline. Oh, if you don't want to tell us, you could just say so. I put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Bulgaria, but apparently there is a block on information somewhere along the chain. Oh? Something Interpol doesn't want to tell Bulgaria. Something about this little piece of plastic.
Mr. Latus went through all that trouble to become Lemoore's manager, just to come to this country to find out more about this lump. And he died for it.
I've sent someone to the Coliseum to fetch Lemoire. Perhaps she knows something about it, being a Bulgarian.
Okay, so I think we should show him the igniter. Where is it? Because he found that in his guitar as well. It has to be one of these.
What is it, Apollo?
That device that was found in your guitar. Take a look at this.
Why, that looks like the same thing. What is it?
It's an igniter.
Another one?
It was at the crime scene in Lemoore's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually.
At the scene of the crime? What could that mean, I wonder? I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about.
Oh.
Thanks for dropping by, Herr Forehead.
Thanks?
Why you gave me so much information? That igniter, for instance.
Oh, that.
I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive,
I guess I could have hit it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Huh? Thanks for the information. About the, strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Latus was investigating.
Hey, that's right. I've been thinking, Herr Forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives, all of us. Not all of them simple.
Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics.
That is why I try to at least remain simple inside, and I keep a simple goal to discover the truth. That's why I like to keep relations civil, Jean. That is all.
I can live with that.
Mr. Prosecutor? Fraulein? Can I ask you why you sing in a band? Because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street.
That's pretty simple, too.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps.
Alright, now where do we go? Aha. Looks like Mackie... Oh, okay. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go back to the Coliseum, maybe. There we go.
Oh, it's you. You came at a good time.
Hello there, Emma, what's up?
Either of you know where Lamar is?
Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago.
Yeah, that's strange. What's strange? I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office.
Lamore's missing?
It's hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own. Being that she's blind and all.
Yeah, we'll help you look for her.
Great, thanks.
Okay. This place is deserted.
I wonder where Lamar went off to.
I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful.
I guess, but I can't help worry about her a little.
Nothing in there. Nothing in the crime scene. What about the stage? Aha. In the wings.
Huh? The stage is pitch dark.
The power breaker must be off for this section. Great.
I'll go get someone.
There we go. That was quick.
Yipes, it was really dark out there.
Dark. That's all Lamore has when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness?
Hey, Apollo.
Huh? What?
Doesn't something about the stage seem different to you? Like something's changed?
Changed?
I can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me.
Now it's bugging me too. What's she talking about?
Huh?
I guess we'll start at the bottom here. Guitar case down here.
Hey, that case. Wasn't that open before?
Oh, I didn't notice. Oh, I guess someone closed it.
Wait, look, where the case closes.
Something's sticking out that doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's...
Let's open it, Apollo.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Emma, we have to get Emma! Oh my god! Lamar was taken directly to the hospital. Emma ran around barking orders, making phone calls. Trucy just clung to my arm and cried, and me, I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many. There's no freaking way Lamar just died.
Emma, how's Lamar? Is she okay? Ah, you. We all owe you a big thanks, that's for sure. So, she's okay? Yes, she came to a short while ago. We found her before it was too late. Whew! That's good to hear.
So what happened?
Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead.
By who?
We don't know. But they hit her on the forehead, right? That's right in front of her. How could she not see? Oh. Right. Would you like to see her now?
Is that alright?
She wants to thank you for saving her life.
Lamar!
Ah, Mr. Attorney, you were the one who found me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened? Oh my god. Alright, so I have to save right here. Because I've got somewhere to go to, but I'm going to finish this part later today, so I'm just going to put these 2 videos together. So we'll be back with the continuation of the investigation in 3, 2, 1. Alright, I'm back. Let's continue on. We are now in crazy mode right now. We're now talking to, what's her name? Shoot, what's her name? Lamar, sorry. Gosh, I don't know why I remember her name. And she was just attacked. We just found her in the guitar case, so it's getting insane now.
Because after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room, I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone come to see me, but they said nothing. When I went to return to my dressing room...
You were hit?
I knew that very moment I knew. The assailant was trying to kill me. Ah! It was lucky for me the first blow did not knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. Yet I reached the stage first.
Why the stage?
I had overheard maintenance people talking. The power of the stage area was off, they said, for electrical work. Ah! Darkness is my ally. There was a contrabass case near the stage. That is where I hid, so the assailant couldn't see you. Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out.
Wow, that sounds like a really close call. Do you have any idea who it might have been?
Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word.
Too bad.
Yeah, when I consider that I was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude that whoever hit me was taller than I am.
Good point. She is short.
And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo.
So that means it was likely an adult and probably a man. Could it be him?
Well, why would anyone attack you, Lamar? The detective asked me this too, and to her I gave the same answer I give you. I do not know.
Okay. So can we show her some stuff? We've gotten a lot of evidence here. We show her the newspaper. Okay, she's not. Okay, not that. Guitar? Nope. A replica? Aha! Lamar, I wanted to ask you about this. Do you know what this is?
This is what?
Mr. Latus was carrying it. It's a replica of the thing he was after.
He was after? You know, in his secret identity, as an undercover agent. So that's what he was, that's what he was doing.
You mean you know what?
Yes, I know, of course. This must be a Borginian cocoon, or rather a convincing replica thereof.
Why haven't I heard of a Borginian cocoon before?
Why would he be carrying this around? Was it some kind of souvenir? I wonder. Well, they call it Borginian. They must only be found in Borginia. For Sir Null and Borginia know of these. It's a cocoon, so do you get silk from it? I do not know the details, I'm sorry to say.
I thought you said all in Borginia knew of these.
There's one fact I do know about the cocoon, though. Something all in Borginia know.
What's that?
The cocoons, they are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does and is caught, they will be put to death. To death?
Why?
I do not know, yet if Interpol is involved, I'm sure there is a good reason. But this is just a piece of plastic.
He was carrying a replica and looking for the real deal. That's my best guess.
So that's what he was up to?
Tracking down Borginian cocoon smuggling.
Smuggling? It seems I was marked. Marked? Life changed for me with the popularity of my songs. I began to travel around the world. Ah, so you could have brought those Borginian cocoons with you. On my trips, yes. That was probably the suspicion.
And Mr. Latus was placed as an undercover agent to look into it.
Borginian is a small, sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside. Is that why they suspected you?
But Mr. Latus wasn't a good Borginian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means...
What, Apollo?
Well, there must have been some reason other countries didn't want the cocoons out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved.
Huh? Like what? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause such a commotion?
Cocoon smuggling. And Mr. Latus and Lamar marked. It couldn't be her.
Huh?
There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lamar.
It was the least I could do.
Actually, I have another request.
If it is within my power.
I need an interpreter, someone who speaks Borginian.
Apollo?
Would you come with us if you're well enough?
I see. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you. Huh? Where are we going?
Come on, Trucy. We're about to get to the bottom of this. Alright, so now we gotta go talk to... Mackie, we came to talk to you about the case.
Mackie.
Could you interpret for us, Lamar?
Yes.
Mackie, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. When we still thought you were blind. Now we know the truth. You can see, right?
I was completely fooled myself.
Mackie, isn't there another secret you're hiding from us?
Wait, Mr. Attorney. What do you mean by secret?
What do I mean by secret? Well... Oh, jeez. Does he know about the cocoon as well? Postcard, no. Booch. No, trigger. Snyder. Does he know about the brooch as well? Take that! As if I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you? Oh boy.
Hey, you got a reaction, a big one. Maki, you didn't...
Chusi and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we could have needed any training to see that one.
Mr. Attorney, please tell me what this is all about.
For more, please interpret.
Very well.
I know you know something about this by your reaction. If you won't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution and have them look into it.
He asks you to wait. Do not be so hasty. Maki? Do you know everything?
Yes, everything. Well, sort of.
Have him tell us about it. Very well.
Oh boy, this is cool.
What is this cocoon anyway? The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure. A cure?
It must cure some disease.
It's a cure for incuritus.
A cure for incuritus? That's cool.
But if it's a cure, why keep it in Borginia like that? Just think of all the lives they could save by sharing the medicine. I do not understand the reasons myself.
Okay, well at least we know what it is. A cure. And Mr. Letus was after cocoon smugglers. Wait, was Maki...
Maki, you weren't... He couldn't be a smuggler. He's so little.
Well, you're only 15 and you're sort of a magician, aren't you?
Well, that's true. I am sort of a magician.
She said sort of. Oh, to have a copy of that security camera tape.
Well, Maki, are you a smuggler? He won't tell me. First he plays blind, now he plays dumb.
I wonder, do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone? If Maki really did bring one into the country, was he planning on making a deal for its sale?
I can't go home. Can't go home? I can't go home to Borginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Borginia is death.
That's right, it's punishable by death.
About the case. What about the case?
You want to tell us about Mr. Letus's death? This meeting's over. Oh boy.
What? Darian?
What do you mean? Visiting hours aren't over yet. There's a call from Maki from the Borginian embassy. This meeting is over. Sorry. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that. Sorry, no go. Come on, bait panel boy, we're leaving.
Darian, wait!
I never liked you, either of you.
Huh? Darn it, we were so close. He was about to tell us. Hey, Apollo.
He didn't want us to hear what Maki had to say.
Apollo!
And there could be only one reason why.
Why is everyone ignoring me?
Oh, sorry. This is it. I know who I'm after now. It all happens tomorrow. In court. That's right, it does. Boom! Alright, so there really wasn't a whole lot of investigation left to go for. Alright, so tomorrow is the big finale of this case. Well, unless there's a to be continued like there is in usually every court day, so. Tomorrow, we will be hopefully finishing this case. We'll have to see, so. Thanks everybody for watching. Today's part for our Let's Play of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney on the DS, and I will see you guys in my next video, coming soon. Objection!